Okay, so here we are for the Venus Bliss heart activation. And it's a very special time right now. We are in so much transformation as a collective and as individuals. And so it's so important to do this work of embodiment. And that's what we're really going to talk about today. Embodiment, embodied sovereignty. And that is all about being grounded and allowing and having being able to sustain a high frequency in the body, in this physical vessel, so that the spirit can land and be sustained in this temple of light that is our physical experience. And so that's what the Venus light is about. We'll be working with the Venus light. And the reason why I have the behind me, we're going to be working with the pyramids in Giza, that sacred place, because the Venus light is anchored in this sacred place. And I actually traveled there in 2019. That's the last time I left the country before the pandemic. So in November of 2019, I was physically inside the pyramid of Giza. And we did bring in the Venus light to collapse templates that are no longer serving us, and to bring forth new frequencies of light and to anchor that inside of ourselves. And as we do that, as we anchor this light, and what happens is, it's so important to be grounded and to be embodied, because what happens is that the light, of course, always illuminates the shadow. So it can be a, the heart expansion, you open to so much feeling, this vibration of unconditional love. It's just so powerful and so beautiful. But there can also be, as that expansion occurs, there can be pain, there can be shadow, because the light and the shadow, they're the same, they work together. And so it's so important to have that, a very strong foundation in being grounded and connected to the ascended Gaia. And I've been guided to begin calling her Terra Christa. And that is the name of the ascended Gaia, Terra Christa. And so I'm starting to work with a very high frequency of Gaia, of the ascension, and bringing that and anchoring that into my own being. And then in that way, I support the transformation of consciousness on the planet. And I can, it's like we are able to hold space for this transformation. And so that's where we want to be, in crystal clarity, in sovereignty. We're going to be working with the luminous light. We're going to work with bringing forth discernment. That's one of the other things that's coming up a lot for a lot of us who are very sensitive, is being able to be in divine discernment, so that we're making choices based on our own truth. And it doesn't have to match anybody else. What you're experiencing is you. It's your unique experience of the divine inside of you. We're having experiences that could be called where we sometimes we need to make a choice. We need to make a decision. And sometimes as sensitive people, we might be seeing things that are going on behind the scenes, energetic undertones about what's happening. And many times when we speak up about it, there can be like a backlash, and it's very common. And I'm seeing it a lot with clients, which is why I want to bring this up, is that, this feeling of like, you're seeing what's happening, you're having this experience, but it's like there's a part of you that's not being validated in the outer world. Like there's a feeling like you're crazy, like you're inventing things, like you're seeing that you're imagining things, that kind of energy. We're really going to work on clearing that out so that you can be in crystal clarity, discernment. So when you see what's happening, you're not doubting yourself. You're allowing yourself to have the experience. You're allowing yourself to receive guidance and support from ascended masters, from beings of light that you work with, from the Venus light, so that you can receive freely, without being concerned if you're fitting in, without being concerned, well, if I make this choice, am I, going into survival, or being afraid that you've made the wrong choice? We're every day in this experience that we're having right now of global transformation. We can make a choice. Do we choose to be in fear, or match control, or do we choose to be in freedom? And so all of us here pretty much know that we're multi-dimensional beings of light. We function in different dimensions. And so what we're offering in the quantum light practice is the capacity to choose the dimension that you play in. That you can make a choice as to how you respond, how you perceive, and that in turn creates your reality. So then you become a co-creator of your life. And so that's what we're, from a place of embodied sovereignty, and from a place of surrender to the inner divinity as well. So that crystal clarity comes from alignment with the inner divinity, from a place of embodied sovereignty. So that's the state that we're going to cultivate in this activation, with this working with the Venus light and working with the heart. And so let's begin. Let's just get started, dive right in, because as you know, this is an experience, and we have an intention when we create these circles, but we also are co-creating. And so there's an element that is very spontaneous. And so we shall see what unfolds in this transmission. So, and I'm very excited because, we have members of the circle here who are in different parts of the country, of the world, and each person here, it's not an accident that you're contributing with your energy, with the sacred place that you reside in. And so we're creating like a web of light, connecting all of us in this container, in this sacred container for this time as we receive this activation. And we're receiving it, and part of our work is also then to integrate this activation, and then we emanate it out into the environment. And we, in that way, again, we contribute to and support the transformation of consciousness. So, so let's begin, and just take a deep breath and close your eyes. And we want to be sitting with the spine very erect, so that the energy can flow freely up and down, vertically up and down the spine. So take deep breaths. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then focus your attention on the lower. So we're going to really do a lot of work with the lower 3 chakras in order to prepare to receive this activation. So because so much of the armor that we experience around our heart has to do with survival energy, survival, emotional relationships, and different types of emotions that we experience, and then thought patterns, and power issues that have to do with power. And some of the trauma that we've experienced in our life has to do with being overpowered and not being able to make the choices that we want. So it's very important in this work. This is a shamanic journey that begins with purification. So we purify these areas, these energy centers of the body. And again, this allows us to land into the body. So it's very important to do the purification processes that clear all these different distortions and filters that create experiences of separation. So that was one of the concepts, about this activation, is that the quantum light practice is a very effective way, very effective means of clearing these lower vibrational frequencies that obstruct our experience of union with the divine, and which we experience in our heart. That's where we experience union in our heart. So focus on the root center of the body, the base of the spine, and create a beautiful golden cord that goes from the root chakra all the way down to the core of the earth. So through all the layers of the earth. And that cord is received by the ascended Gaia, that vibration at the core of the earth. Terra Christa. Sonokuwa hatnai shiniki shinoku surwainai. Suskuru sunoa hatna ichiniki choku uwa. Sonoku hatnai. And then we allow that cord to expand to include the second chakra, the creative center of the body. This is where we experience our emotions and our creative energy. And so that grounding cord encompasses this area of the body, the lower area of the body, the womb. If you're in a female body, the womb area. The creative center of the body. It is also there in a male body. So that area, the second chakra, is grounded as well into the earth, the core of the earth, the crystalline grid. So just feel that connection. And so again, the armor that we carry in our heart that opens, that starts to soften, has to do with our experience of worthiness. And the reason why we experience unworthiness is because we believe that we are separate from the divine presence. We believe that we're separate. We're in separation consciousness, and we're in the belief that we are separate. So the Venus light assists us to close the gap of this experience that we are in separation from the divine, and we come to experience ourselves as that divine presence. We start to identify more with that divine presence inside of us, than the thought patterns, the emotional patterns, and which are filters through which we experience the divine. We experience the divine through vibration and through the senses. We can experience the divine all of those ways. So we purify those aspects of ourselves to come into alignment with the divine presence inside of us. So we're going to bring forth a violet flame. It's just a very potent, purifying energy to purify the first and the second chakras. So the first chakra has to do with our physical well-being, our security. So we're going to clear any kind of energies that may be coming up for us that have to do with survival. So our finances, our health. So just receive this violet flame, and we're just going to bring that chakra, that energy center, into alignment with the inner divinity. And then you just can feel that earth energy, this beautiful Gaia energy rising up into that area and saturating this energy center with this earth vibration, this stability, this nurturing. So and so again, there's this activation of sovereignty for your physical being. You choose what it is you allow into your body, and what you don't allow into your body. It is your choice. You are sovereign. So this activation supports you to make your choice, as opposed to being convinced by outer forces on what it is you need to do in order to be safe, or in order to be healthy, or in order to be loved. Because a lot of these choices have like a undertone of being accepted or being ostracized. So sometimes we'll make choices based on wanting to be accepted, and sometimes then we're not making an authentic choice. That we want our choices to be authentic and aligned with our own truth. So this activation is being offered to us now, specifically so that we have the capacity to choose based on our own truth. So and Thoth, the god Thoth of the Egyptian pantheon, is coming forth, and he is the keeper of the Akasha, and he is a scribe and a master scribe. And so we're opening up the Akasha because we're going to release, we're going to clear, and we're going to complete any patterns of where we made choices not based on our authentic expression, but based on survival. So we have had incarnations where we were not able to choose, where we maybe were enslaved. And so this, or we were in situations that were out of our control. And so in this incarnation, we are claiming our sovereign divinity. And so we are going to clear and release and purify, and it's like an upgrade of the root chakra to sovereignty. and any kind of residue that's been triggered by some of the events in the outer world at this time. So what happens is we get triggered. These filters, this residue of past incarnations, and of the past. It could be in this incarnation that we experience that as well. So any residue of any experience where we felt overpowered, where we felt like we made choices in order to survive, in order to be accepted. So we're going to let go of that. We're going to allow that, if you choose, to be cleared. And Seshat is coming forth, and Seshat is the feminine. They are twin flames. It's the feminine expression of Thoth is Seshat, and her divine consort is Thoth. So they're a divine couple, let's say, of the masculine and the feminine vibrations. So we're just allowing that vibration to come forth and clear with this violet flame. So you can visualize a violet fire moving through the root chakra. And then this is activating this womb area of the body. And this is really this intelligence. And again, it's not about if you have a male body or a female body. It is this creative center of the body. And there is an intelligence there that assists us in making our choices. So we're just going to kind of allow this violet flame to move through that area as well, activating our sovereignty, and discernment, and clairsentience. So again, Thoth is bringing forth this it's the story of the emperor with no clothes. So that's the example of where the emperor is obviously is naked. The emperor is naked, but the court of the emperor is presenting him with this beautiful, beautiful clothing and this beautiful, the tailor has been working on this amazing outfit to create this new wardrobe for the emperor. And so then comes the time where the emperor is going to reveal his new clothes to the people. And then he comes out on his throne and he's naked. And all of the court is talking about, oh, how amazing, how beautiful, what an amazing outfit, what wealth, what privilege, and he's naked. And so everyone has a choice. Do you go along? Oh yeah, these clothes are so amazing. Or is somebody going to say, the emperor's naked, so that's the choice, are you going to trust what you see happening, or do you go along in order to survive, in order to be accepted, so it's like different frequencies, it's different dimensions. And so the times where we have in our lives, in past lives, and some of us may be wounded from the times when we were seeing certain things happening and we spoke up about it, and we were told that we were making things up, or that we were lying, or that we were causing problems, and this type of thing, or that we were being selfish, and those kinds of things, because we were expressing what we were seeing and the people around us were not seeing the same thing. So that kind of leads to like an imprint of feeling crazy, like I'm am I really self-doubt? Feeling like you might be off your rocker, because you're seeing something that nobody else around you sees. So we are going to claim that clairvoyance. That's what we're doing. We're claiming that power, that ascended mastery of clairvoyance. And this is your power. So we're clearing the area of the solar plexus, of these energies of when we spoke up, when we were seeing something that was of concern and being silenced or being put down or being rejected or being ostracized. All of those kinds of experiences that we may have residue of that inside of us that gets triggered. And then how it shows up, we're afraid to express ourselves. How it shows up, it's like, I better not say anything, I better not rock the boat, and those kinds of experiences. So we're going to just clear all that out. If you choose, you can choose to release that and claim your sovereign divinity. Claim this complete trust in your vision. And it doesn't matter if anybody else around you sees it the same way, because each individual is unique. So we claim that, we own that. And this is how you become original. This is how you can have a very unique expression, your signature essence in the world. Because it's completely authentic and original. It's like no one sees things exactly the way that you see them. And claiming that and being okay with that. That is the true meaning of diversity. Allowing yourself to have your own experience, and honoring that. So this light language transmission is coming forth from Seshat. And she is a master of divine architecture, and she is a master scribe. So you are the architect of your experience. And the more you claim your authenticity, the more power you experience in co-creating your legacy, and your contribution to the transformation of consciousness. And so she's saying, be identified not with the clouds that are passing, that are constantly passing through the heavens. Identify with the sky. The big picture. All of these emotions and thoughts and perceptions are passing. And it's not that they need to be stopped. It's that we no longer identify with them so profoundly. We know that the emotions and the thoughts are passing through us and constantly shifting and transforming. So we don't attach to them. And then this way we're flexible. Because we may think very strongly about something one day, and then the next day we don't feel that way at all. And so it's important as we go through these transformations to know that a lot of our perceptions are unraveling and purifying, and something that we felt so strongly about may completely dissolve. And, you know, in the next day or the next minute. So sometimes you can, it's like this, it's like an energy pass. So this is what we're learning how to navigate. Allowing these energies to flow through us. And honoring them. And we don't have to control them because we're allowing them to freely flow through us. We don't have to resist them. So just take deep breaths and just allow this integration. And so it's like we're clearing the field. So this is what Seshat does. This is her expertise. You're clearing the field and bringing everything to 0 point to start every day. So you start fresh. So so Skodashinoanai, so Skodashinoanai, so Skodahaini, Chinikini, Chiniki, Chiko, Churkoanai, so Skodaha, not. So we're clearing the field in order to receive. So these high frequencies of light that are coming forth. So calling forth this sacred site of Giza, the interior chamber of Giza. So in the interior chamber is a sarcophagus that was used for rituals in ancient times. So rituals of rebirth, of death and rebirth. So these old ways of thinking, these old ways of being that no longer serve us are dying inside of us, and then we are accessing new energy streams. So that are a vibrational match. To our ascended self. So bringing forth that chamber, that inner chamber of Giza into the circle, and that vibration of clearing the field to 0 point, completing cycles and patterns, and then accessing new energy streams that are fully supporting us in this now moment. And you can allow the earth energy to rise up into the heart, into the chamber of the heart. And just breathe into that area, and you can just feel it softening. It has softened. Sono shinoai, sono shino kono shino ko sono hainai shiniki, ho shoa nai siniki, ho shoa na sinike sono hainai, sono shino ko ho soa, son soai, sono ai haini shiniki soko. Deep breaths, because this is the opening of the heart. Shonoaha shiniki nishonoko soroa. Soko soroa soko no hanai. Shonoa is love. It's pure love. Soroa, it's the Shekinah. It's the indwelling presence of the divine that is illuminated through light. Sonoaha nash. It does not come through the mind. It comes through alignment with the inner divinity. It doesn't come through believing in anything. It comes through experiencing the light inside of you. So and identifying with that divinity inside of you as you. And so Yeshua is coming forth. Hasha shake sekosoko ho na nishineke chikesekoswa. Haki eshineke chikesekoswa hana harina lion lioness. Hokua ana shineki sonoku shuruaina sonaha ana sineki shinokoroa he shineke he chikesekoswa. Ha nishine he shinokshurua ha nishine he sineki. Shona sono haana sheke sekesokoswa hanai ho kura hanai sonokoa. And just breathe in, just breathe in. And you can, if you feel that pressure, like you might be feeling a little bit of pressure in the heart area. And that's so beautiful because that's the opening. That's the blossoming. It's like a flowering that occurs in the heart with this vibration of Yeshua, the truth, Sonoa, Chinikoraha, courage, Sonoahana, just calling forth that lioness inside of you, that lion heart inside of you, courage, truth, authenticity. This is the highest fulfillment. Sonoana, being who you are, a divine being incarnate. And just sinking into who you are in this now moment and being just completely satisfied, completely fulfilled through this union, this inner union. And so be aware of the sun, the vibration of the sun, the cosmic light coming in through the crown of the head. And as it comes through this chakra that is above your head, it becomes the form of a pyramid that your body is inside of. So visualize a pyramid, that your body is inside a pyramid that has formed from these divine codes that are coming through the central sun. So visualize this pyramid. So you see the 4 points. And then allow the violet flame to come forth, again, clearing and cleansing your entire energy field. The aura of the body, the energy field. Soskoro sunakoha nai, soskoro sunakoha nai, soskoro sunakoha ana sniki sunakosoro nai. And allow this light to completely infuse the third eye. So receiving, it's a column of gold light coming in through the crown of your head. And you experience this illumination in the third eye. And there is a gland in the center of the head, the pineal gland. And you just allow that, just be aware of that gland that is absorbing this gold light, this very high frequency of light, this very high frequency of sovereignty. It's It's like it's this dimension of light that is beyond the filters of the mind and the body and the emotions. It is the Christ consciousness. So just receive that into your third eye. And this activation is giving you crystal clarity. So you're clearing all confusion, is being cleansed and cleared and purified, so that again, you are in your truth. You know who you are. You are a Christed being of light. Just receive, allow yourself to receive. And that light moves through your throat area, your communication, so that you're communicating who you are, you're emanating who you are. Just allowing those frequencies to integrate. Take deep breaths into the heart. And this cosmic light infuses the chamber of the heart and integrates with the earth energy. Just allowing that softening, that flowering of the heart. And receiving this ascended mastery of divine discernment and crystal clarity. So you can immediately identify separation consciousness, and you no longer engage with it. You engage with union. You are in union. So when when any frequencies of separation come forth inside of you or outside of you, you immediately, this activation gives you the capacity to go right to your heart. You go to that default position of union in your heart. So this union inside of you, it is something that you can choose. You have the capacity to choose with where you put your attention in your daily life. You come back into the present moment, into union, focusing on the heart, being very aware of your connection to Terra Christa, and then the Christ consciousness coming forth through the crown of the head and merging into the heart. And then you focus on that union. And you allow those energies of separation or division to flow through you, just like clouds moving through the sky. So you're in this vast ocean of consciousness. And so these energies arise and then they dissipate back into the oneness, constantly shifting and transforming and transmuting. We stay focused on the inner divinity, the divine presence. The Shekinah, the indwelling presence of the divine that is revealed to us through light, through the inner illumination. Shanoaha naisiniki shaku soskusruai soskushno kainai chiniki chakusruai so ha nai isiniki shnakusruai nai soskursruai nai. Take deep breaths. The lion-headed goddess is coming forth, Sekhmet. So we welcome her, and this is working with Yeshua, working with the Christ consciousness, this embodiment of courage, this fierceness in your authenticity, fierceness in your alignment, in your truth. So that becomes the priority. That's what matters, is this alignment, the Shekinah, the inner presence. Siski chikene chako toko na in chikene chikosono ko hot no shunoa. Sonai shiniki siniki soko shoko sowa. Shinoka hainai si. Shine chain chike soko sroi. And bringing forth the Venus light. It's a rainbow ray. It includes all this iridescence. And it's a violet. It's like a lavender violet iridescent ray, the Venus light. And there are many Venus beings of light who are ascended masters. Shunoaha Naishi, Shunoaha, Venus love beings, Sunoaha Naishini, like Lakshmi. Sunoaha is coming forth, offering blessings, Lakshmi, abundance, because that's this alignment creates abundance in every area of our life. It is a tremendous expression of the creative life force, Shunoaha, this alignment, Shunokoahana. So we're welcoming Lakshmi. Sunushnoko Haini Tikita no and joy. I'm seeing hummingbirds, the hummingbird vibration. Soro shuno haini che seke no haini che no haini seke ni che soro ha ne tene no ana haini che ne sene no sokoro soka anai chuna ka ne sene ke ne che soro hanai sonokora hai ai chike soko soro ha na chiki soko soro hanai hana ke ni chene ke soko soro ka chike soko soro hana chaka soko soro. Just receiving so much abundance and beauty and stability. That's also the vibration of abundance. Is just an ever-present flow of love. The inner wellspring of love that we can always tap into. And that nourishes us. Shanoai, Siniki Soko Sroi, Shanoai. Continue to feel the vibration of that inner chamber of the pyramid as all these frequencies continue to integrate. Receiving the Venus light into the heart. Clearing the field to 0 point. bliss. Shnoahai nai chiki sonoai. 0 point bliss. Soroha nai sinakisha kosroi. And so we're going to visualize this a sphere of light that is filled with your own creative essence, your own creative life force is this sphere of light that is hovering above the crown of your head. And this sphere of light is filled with divine codes of abundance and fulfillment and contentment and deep joy. And this sphere of light is pulsating, and it's you, it's your essence that you're calling forth from any fragmentation that's ever occurred in your soul history. Everything is coming into alignment, into the present moment. All your gifts and talents, all your beautiful devotion that you've offered through many, many lifetimes. Soroha, this love, this pure essence. And then you just allow that pulsating sphere of light to enter in, to descend into the crown of the head. And it becomes an inverted pyramid that fuses with the pyramid that you've been visualizing. So you're receiving an inverted pyramid, and these two pyramids fusing together create the Merkaba, which is the vehicle, the sacred vehicle. That holds your life force energy. So just allow yourself to receive. So these two pyramids become the 6-pointed star, which is the symbol of the Merkaba, the temple of light. And you allow that symbol to be absorbed into your heart. The truth of who you are, the sacred site that you are. And that Merkaba is activated with the Venus light, divine fulfillment, abundance, joy, and love, emanating through the interior space of the inner quantum field, illuminating the inner quantum field, illumination. And breathe into the heart, offering gratitude. Offering gratitude for all the amazing experiences we're having, moving from separation consciousness into unity, into divine union. Sono ahaina shiniki sono kosroi, hoshkoro hanai. Receiving the Christ consciousness. Sono shinoko sono ko ahaina chinikeni chinokoro ninoi. Chanaki siniki sonoko haine chinikeni chinikeni sonoko sroana. And the inner illumination of the Shekinah. Hona chinoha na sinikini nini siki soko sroi. Shoko ha ana siniki shoko sroi nai. Soskoro sono shinoha ana sinikini chinokoro ha ana chinika sonoko. Sonoha na chinike e chike soko sroi nai. Sonoko sroha ana chinike. Choskoro sono sonoa. So sroa. Sho sroa. Shonoa nai. And being very aware of the connection to the ascended Gaia. And knowing that this is your default position in any moment throughout your day, in your daily life, that you come back to this place of alignment, that you have the inspiration to cultivate this alignment in a way that is filled with ease and grace, that it becomes completely natural to experience this alignment, to experience the inner divinity, that it's just this natural way of being. In every moment of every day. And then just allowing this vibration to emanate all around you in your environment, blessing the place that you reside, that your physical body has chosen to reside in this moment. So just allowing that energy to kind of expand beyond your body and your energy field into the land where you are in this now moment. Blessing, it's your sacred place, your sacred site. You're installed in this very specific place on the planet to receive very specific codes, divine codes that vibrationally match your mission and your purpose. So honoring the land where you reside. And then receiving blessings from the beings of light that have joined us today. Yeshua has come forth very, very powerfully today. Sekhmet, courage, the lioness. Seshat and Toth. So we're closing we're completing and closing the Akasha. Sonoahana Shiniki Sonoko Soroainai Kisiniki Sonoko Wainai. Sohana Shiniki. And then offering our most beautiful blessings to Terra Christa, the ascended Gaia. She is just offering us the most radiant vibration. So just drink it in. The plant medicine to assist us to really stabilize in our physical vessels. The jungle, just this moistness is coming forth to saturate our whole being. Sonoai nai shiniki soko sorai. And these codes coming forth through our beautiful sister Heka, these Lemurian codes coming forth from Kauai. So just receive. Shinohaine chiniki nichiko wahanai sanai shiniki. These Lemurian codes from the time where we lived so fully integrated with nature and the elementals, the inner earth. So just receive blessings from the inner earth in this now moment. And remembrance of Lemuria coming forth. To receive into your system, to integrate into your system. Oh. The fire, the water, the desert, the vibration of the desert that our sister Kim is bringing forth as well. Just bringing forth all these beautiful vibrations of Gaia. Sacred springs of Glastonbury, the purifying waters of Lourdes. So all these beautiful sacred sites are coming forth to bless us. So just allow yourself to receive this fulfillment of your divinity. Your body receives exactly what it needs in this now moment, this nourishment from Gaia. So Sono no ana sini nai nai ya oi nai ai so ai hono no ai 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 oh no ai 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 oh no ai ai no ai Hakura nesen he shika soko sorai Haini toro haana soro ha chike chono soro ai. So soro shono sono hanai. Sono receive, receive, receive. Beautiful ones. Sono shono noin sono hain no ni 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 no ni sono noi. Hain sono nai so sono ai nai ni ni no 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 ni ni Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Offering gratitude for this beautiful circle. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. The inner earth, the beings of light of the inner earth are online supporting us. All these beautiful colors coming forth. So it's very important to drink a lot of water the next couple of days. So this, because we're flushing out a lot of toxins and out of our system, out of our physical being, and water is the most powerful force to move that energy through our bodies. Through the physical bodies. And so also the other suggestion is to take baths with the sea salt and Epsom salt. So take these baths because that salt will also assist in absorbing some of these energies that we are completing. And it grounds those frequencies out of our physical vessel and the earth receives them. And recycles them and revitalizes herself with these vibrations. So it is a, this beautiful relationship with Gaia. So really experience that, the sensuality of the body, immerse your body in the water and just feel that sensual experience with your skin, and just breathe in these new frequencies of divine love. And remember, alignment with the inner divinity is the greatest gift and grace that we are experiencing at this time. The Venus bliss. Align with the divinity that is you.